missed you, my friend. I missed you so much. I think I missed you more knowing that I couldn't get to you because we go weeks without seeing each other. And, but because you were in Europe, I'm like, I can't see her. Okay, I'm excited you guys are on. Oh my gosh, Elaine was back from Europe. Sayonara is not in Brazil. And we have Joan Teal in the house. And look how long your hair is. That's how long it's been since I've seen you, girl. Joan, you've got to introduce yourself because there's so many people here who don't know you. So unmute and tell everybody how awesome you are. Where'd you go? Joan, you turned off your camera. Let me see. It takes a while to learn all this again. All right, we'll give her a minute to come back. There she is.
All right, I unmuted.
Yay!
All right.
How are you?
Good. I'm working days now, and it so happens that I work 7 to 7, but I'm off today, and I'm working in admissions a little bit to help out the administrator. So I just had to work a few hours today. Just 4 hours today.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, we cheered for you last week for being a star consultant and being a rock star. But I just love seeing your face. I can't believe how long your hair is.
Oh, I know. I love
it.
Long, but I can do things with it. I like it.
It's pretty. Well, you're going to have fun tonight. You're going to get to know everybody. And so we're excited you're on. So welcome, 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 everyone. We have a full agenda tonight. I'm so excited. First, I want to say welcome. And if you want to get pumped up in the morning, turn on I'm Never Not Gonna Dance Again by Pink. But I did pull up the clean version on YouTube, but it still snuck in one of those little cuss words, which y'all know I hate those more than anything. But if we live a long time, we'll have a long time to get over it, right? Okay, Sheila's on too. I'm so excited Sheila's on because normally she is not home from work yet. We have a new time for our meetings. Do y'all like this? I like this better. I think it's better for our East Coast girls that it's not so late. And also with our guest event coming up on Valentine's Day, that evening, we're going to have a big guest event, our BFF Galentine's Day. So do not plan to go out to dinner with your sweetheart or significant other on Valentine's Day itself. Do it the weekend before, the weekend after, or say, you know what, it's not even worth it. We'll just cook at home and start inviting people now. We're working on the flyer. So just want to jump right in to our commercials. So we are going to start with Jamie Bolliard. Oh my gosh, so excited to hear from Jamie. She's going to talk about a product. She's going to do a commercial night. Now, why are we doing this? So while Jamie gets unmuted and she's ready, why are we doing this? Because we are working on perfecting your virtual parties, because focusing on 60 faces or 60 appointments in 60 days to be done by March 1st. The whole idea is to do in-person and virtual at the same time. And to be able to really utilize your time as best you can, because time is so short for us. We are so busy, so stinking busy. And I can tell you, this month is National Human Trafficking Awareness Month. And so I am slammed with stuff at the Dream Center and the walk and all of that. I'm gonna talk to y'all about that in a few minutes, but everybody's so super busy in January, or you're stuck with the weather. I'm looking at y'all's weather across the country. It is scary. Amy Paul sent me a message. She said they were without power. Y'all, this is serious. So working virtually is going to be super duper trooper important moving forward. So we're going to practice it and we're going to perfect it and feel very comfortable in it. So what we're doing tonight is y'all are going to do a commercial for a product. And you know what, we may have to push Stacy to the end because she had a doctor emergency tonight, and Stacy, let me know when you're on camera, okay? But we're going to practice it so that you're feeling very comfortable and doing it QVC style. This is our product we're talking about. This is what it looks like. This is what it feels like. It tastes like. It smells like. All that good stuff. Okay, so Jamie, We are your customers, potential customers. Talk to us. Jamie is now frozen. So what happens when you're frozen? Well, that's why you have a co-host. Okay, now she's not frozen. That's why you have a co-host. So that if all of a sudden you're not responding, your hostess or your co-host or your sister consultant who's on with you can say, okay, well, let me go ahead and start talking, and then they can jump back in. Okay, Jamie, yep, she blinked. Okay, you're unfrozen. So go ahead.
Okay. I'm using the Oil-Free Eye Makeup Remover as my product tonight. It looks separated because moisturizer in it. It's not to make your eyes greasy or oily. Always different moisturizers in it instead of things to make your eyes oily. Always make sure you do it either before or after your cleanser. But remember that also you want to take a cotton pad that is clean, wet it, make sure it's water. It has water in it, and you wipe your eyes with it, because if you leave just a little bit of residue of this in your eyes, it can continue to break down your makeup. So you want to make sure that doesn't happen. It takes care of all eye makeups, no matter what they are, waterproof or not. They are sensitive skin, all skin types. It's been tested by ophthalmologists, and it's non-comedogenic, safe for contacts. It's an amazing, amazing product. It will take gum out of child hair. So I think everybody has to have this in their arsenal of things that they may need. It takes gum and sticky stuff off of everything, and it's just absolutely wonderful. And the way that I market for the holidays, like Valentine's Day, I got a little star, and I'm going to put it with the bag. And I call it Starry Eyes. Or you can also get you an iPad, those little eye patch things, and use it instead. You can get them at Dollar Tree for just $1.25.
Love it.
18 bucks and worth a penny.
Okay, so that was great, Jamie. One other thing I would add, if you don't mind me adding, is I would take an eye pencil or even the waterproof eyeliner and put it on the back of your hand, and then show the Oil-Free Eye Makeup Remover how you shake it once, you put it on the pad, and then you take that off immediately. I learned that from Paula Langworthy. She used to do it, and she would rub it in front of everybody, and they're like, yeah, that's waterproof. That's what's staying on there. And then she would take it and do one swipe, and it'd be gone. The eye buys, correct? You sold the sizzle.
Yes.
You talked about how great it is. You showed how it would be a good gift. You still need to talk about how much it costs. We just don't say dollars. Say this retails for.
Yeah. 18.
Okay. And so it's a great buy. It'll last you. Talk about how much it costs and how long will it last. Those are the questions that most people ask. And you've done enough in-person appointments, Jamie, that you know people ask all the time, how long does it last? How long does it last? Okay, so that was great. But I like to see a demonstration. I really do. So let's work on that. I like that though. That was good. Okay, Arlene, do you know where Amy is? Does she still not have power?
I don't know.
I haven't
couldn't
talked with
get
her.
home.
So
I lost my car keys. So I couldn't get up there.
Okay. Okay. All
Was
right.
she
Well, we
without
won't
power?
worry about it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Thank you for sharing. Okay. Stacy, you want me to save you to the end? Did she put something in the chat? She works for an ophthalmologist, and they had a detached retina tonight. Okay. Yeah, I know. I know. That's bad. Okay, Alice, are you ready? Because, oh, she's still here. She can't talk. Okay, so I'll save you for the end. Alice, I'm so pumped about you teaching on this. Now, you guys, you probably don't know this, but Alice is a woman of color because we're all colorblind. But when I talk to my customers, I'll ask them, are you ivory, light beige, dark beige, light ebony, or deep ebony? And that sets a tone from the very beginning of it's your skin color, not who you are. Okay, it's your skin color. And y'all know mine changes because I darken my skin in the summer. And then Alice looks like a white chick. So, okay, Alice is going to train on something that you guys have been begging for. So take note. Are you
Okay.
ready? You
Yes,
ready?
I am.
Mandy's got her notebook. She's ready to go. Okay,
I'm ready.
Brandy, Zulema's all over it. Okay, Alice, I'm so
Okay.
excited. I'm gonna spotlight you.
Okay. So for me, as you can see, I have no makeup on pretty much, and I'm going to show you the things that I wear. I wear our CC cream, which is really, really easy to work with someone when on the spot. When it comes to our 3D, I might do a test of 3 different colors. I first just find out what their skin, their undertone is, if it's warm or cool. And the way you can tell for sure is that take a look at their veins. If they're green, they're more warm tone, and then I'll use our warm colors. If their undertone is more blue, then I will use the cool 3D. If you can't tell, then it's the neutral. But for me, I use the CC cream. It's really simple to use. I use Deep. That's what I use. I use Deep. And I use the Endless Performance foundation as well. I just tend to like those 2 better. And because I have dry skin, I do put a drop of our naturally oil in with our with this foundation here, the Endless Performance. Now, you will find that a lot of women who are bronze skin, we have different colored skin tones. You can tell my skin tone's a little different in certain colors. So what I do is I put my concealer on, and you'll be able to tell I'm really close. Let's see if I can do this without poking my eye out.
You're doing great.
Did I grab the wrong color? Let me try the one that's almost empty.
That's always a good indicator. What
Yeah.
color is that?
Now this one here is bronze. We have, this is deep bronze. There's a light bronze, which is this one, and the deep bronze. But if I just want to even out my skin tone, I'll use the one that's closest to my skin tone, which for me is the deep bronze. If I use the light bronze, it's to highlight certain areas of my skin. For instance, I might want to highlight this part here a little bit more. Then I might use this before I put on my foundation. But as you can tell, it's really light. It's too light for me to use as a concealer. But can you see how, I'm getting my eyes, can you see how when I put that on, it really took away the dark circle on the top of my eye? Because my eye, I have dark circles, not just under eye, but here on the top of my lid. So I have to even that out as well. And sometimes I'll do the whole entire eye. But just for sake of time tonight, I won't do the whole entire eye. Just so you, just so you know that this really does takes care of that dark circle.
Wow.
Now, which one? Okay, so now I'm gonna go underneath. Again, all I wanna do is just even out my skin tone. I'm not looking to highlight a lot. I'm just gonna even it out. And you don't need to wipe it, just kind of dab it a little bit. And you'll see that it does even out. Then I just kind of blend it down a little bit. But you can see how it just really erases the dark circles under my eyes.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
And what color, Alice, what color was that?
This was the deep. I used the deep bronze. There's two bronze. One is light bronze, one is deep bronze.
Okay.
Light bronze, I would say I would use that on some of our with a skin a lot lighter than mine.
Okay.
I would use the light bronze for that. But anyone with my skin tone or darker, I would use the deep bronze for.
Okay.
So now I'm going to use this, and I have very dry skin, especially in the wintertime. So I just learned this new trick where I'm going to add a drop or two of the oil onto the Endless Performance. And I'm going to use our foundation brush here. Just kind of swirl it around a little
Okay,
bit.
now that's called cream to powder, and some of our consultants might not even know what that is.
This is our endless, okay, this is our Endless Performance cream to powder. It's the most heaviest or it's the full coverage foundation, and it's a foundation and powder all in one type of thing. If you want a more full coverage, you use our Endless Performance, and that goes on like a cream foundation, but it ends up like a matte. And I do like the matte look, but because my skin is so dry, I tend to put a little something in mine. Now you want to start with of course you want to always do the primer first. So I did my primer before we got here. So now I'm just going to put a little bit of this on, and you can see, usually like I said, my skin tone is going to use the bronze too. And you can go from that. The darker they are, the darker, of course, you're going to use this, our Endless Performance. So you can tell that this is a pretty good color for my skin. Pardon me? I don't have a mirror. I'm just looking into the, you want to go all the way to the hairline.
And what brush are you using, Alice?
I'm using our foundation brush. When I use my liquid foundation, I'll use the blending brush.
Okay.
I prefer this for the foundation.
Me too, yeah. But you're stroking it on and I dot it on. So,
Oh, really?
well, I have more cracks and crevices than you.
So that's the foundation.
Look at that, guys. Wow.
Now, because I took the, I'm going to put a little more on here because I have the wrong color before.
Okay. I do like the eyelid being lighter just because I like a light eyelid, but.
Mm-hmm. And you can then put your eye colors on, and it just gives you a really, really nice.
Wow.
This takes away all of that. So this is the foundation that I use, and I really do prefer sometimes to use our kohl eyeshadow for my liner. That's just me. I don't know if.
Wow. The only other consultant I've ever had in my unit that loves cream to powder is Jamie Bolliard. She loves cream to powder.
Yeah, I do. I like it.
Oh, you like it too, Vicki? Do you? See, I always thought cream to powder was what the young girls could use because they don't have cracks and crevices, but maybe I'll go back and try that again.
Well, for me, it's just easier.
Well, honey, you have no lines.
But I do have lines. But I put the CC cream on first. And then I use just a little bit of the cream to powder at the end.
Okay, so here's something interesting, guys. Zulema told me she had a customer, and Zulema, correct me if I'm wrong, just unmute and correct me if I'm wrong, who instead of the primer, used CC cream as her primer, then put foundation on top. And I'll tell you what I've been doing in the last several months. I've been using pressed powder. I use CC cream and then pressed powder. And I'm getting a finish that I really, really like. So maybe it's time. Jamie said, are you using a damp sponge? Is your sponge damp or is it dry?
This is dry, but you could use
your
damp
sponge.
one.
Your sponge.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's dry. Everything is dry.
Okay.
I rarely use water.
Mhm.
Because my skin is dry already. I try to so I don't use a lot of water.
Okay. So Jamie, when we blend with the luminous or the matte, you want your sponge to be a little bit damp, but she's using CC cream. She used primer, CC cream, and now cream to powder. So if the sponge is damp, I think it's going to pull the color away rather than pressing it in. And you guys, while she's doing this, which you're doing a great job, I want to tell y'all, I've moved everything in my office. That little kit that we got, that was the sponge and the brush for Christmas. I don't know if it's still available, but I'm telling you, I'm giving it to all my hostesses because that is the best brush I have found for powder that we've ever had. And it's in that little, y'all know what I'm talking about? The Christmas thing. I don't know if it's still available. Somebody look on your computer and see if it's still available. Look at Alice, glam. Okay, she did her contouring, which Zulema's probably going cray over.
Well, I can't really see what I'm doing here. So I know for me and most Black women, we do love to highlight with a shimmer.
Yes.
And so while this is what I use right now, but if I'm at a party or something, I won't use anything that's discontinued. I think I gave the color I really like to my granddaughter. If I can just figure out which cheek I'm going to be.
Okay, so listen to what Alice just said. Once something's discontinued or it's no longer limited edition, she doesn't use it anymore. Because you guys, the last thing you want is to be advertising something you're wearing, which if you're in public, you're advertising with something that we don't have anymore.
I'm not very good at putting stuff on without a real mirror.
No, you're doing great, Alice.
I put a couple dots there because I really do like to highlight as much as possible.
Okay.
So I put it right on my cheekbone or right above my cheekbone.
Okay.
Where it's, and then I'll put a little blush on here too. But no, I didn't go through the whole thing.
No, it's okay. You're doing great.
Because like I said, my skin tone is really, really uneven. So sometimes I'll even put.
What are you doing?
This is concealer, but it's not, I'm almost out of this one and I pull the wrong color. So I may put some concealer on most of my skin tone just to even it out a little bit more. But just to show you in this performance, it stays on really well. It's like it stays on for at least 12 hours. It resists humidity and heat. And I always matte my face with a powder after putting on this. Now I haven't put on the full face, but if I wanted to do, I don't have that brush with me. So a little bit of cheek color. Sometimes I don't wear cheek color a lot, but if I do, I'm usually wearing something like the,
back up, Alice. Why do you not wear cheek color?
Well, you know what? I wore it more before the pandemic. And because of wearing the mask and so forth, I just never really got back into it a whole lot.
Okay, I thought maybe that was a bronze skin thing that you just don't wear cheek color. Okay.
No, I'm not putting on a full face here, but this gives you just a little bit of idea of what.
Well, it's kind of a dash out the door look.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful.
That's the foundation, and I'm going to use my powder brush here, and I put a little powder on.
Okay, take your time. You've got plenty of time, honey. Are y'all liking this? Is this fun to watch? Yeah. I was so excited that Alice said she'd do this for us because sometimes bronze skin really intimidates you guys. So one of the things I want you to remember when you're doing bronze skin is you match the color in the center of the face rather than the outside, because the idea is to bring light, just like a white chick. You bring light to the center and you have darkness on the outside. So maybe now that Zulema's over her jet lag, she and I can do some demos for you guys with different skin types as well. But look at how flawless her skin tones look. And this is what she said in the beginning about, you know, ebony skin, dark bronze skin, even dark beige skin. There are different colors on the face. And the idea is to bring light to the center and to even out the skin tones. And look, her skin looks flawless now. Now she's highlighting the top of her nose And above, look at you, girl. You are going all in. I hope you have a date.
You know what? It would be nice. Yeah. So I'm going to put just a little bit more of the highlight. Like I said, we love, love, love to highlight our skin.
Okay, so you guys keep that in mind. If you have customers that are dark beige all the way to ebony skin, think about bringing your highlighters, bring your cocoa, bring your, I forget what they're all called, but the cocoa is a contour, the latte is a contour. You know, there's nothing wrong with having one as a demo, as long as every time you use a cotton ball on it for someone to play with it, use a fresh cotton ball, okay? And that way it stays sanitary. But even the honey glaze,
sorry.
No, even the honey glaze, that brings that light. And you see, she's using the contouring sticks. I have to tell you guys, when they brought those back, I ordered 10 of each because I use it. My daughter uses it. My daughter-in-law uses it. We love the contour sticks.
I love
because
them.
there's more control. But if you don't have the contour sticks, don't panic. You can use the contour powders. And I think Zulema can tell us what's the best brush to use with the contour powders so that it goes on as if it's a stick. But look at this chick. Holy moly. I want to go out with you.
And I'm doing this, you guys, without really having a mirror. Now, I also have what they call hooded eyes. So sometimes having the darker you can get right in the eye line, the lash line, the less you will see that hooded eye look as well. Now, I don't have a lot of eye color on, but with my lashes, my eye color, and then a little lipstick or lip gloss, you can't tell me much.
Yeah, do your lips. That's pretty.
And I'm using right now, I'm using Appleberry. Anybody have any questions about anyone? Any questions? And you know, like we all know, once we put on foundation, etc., we have to allow it to sit. And that's there's a word for it. Zulema may know what it's called, but it settles. It settles on your skin. It just kind of settles in, and that's when you really can take a look at what's working and what's not. But like I said, I just wanted to even look at when you're looking at a bronze skin woman, make sure you look to see where the if she's uneven skin tones and uneven skin tone, and that's where you might use a little bit of the concealer to brighten it up a little bit and to make it more even tone. Then you put on your foundation. But like I said, when it comes to try a demo with someone, it's harder for me. It's more complicated to use the 3D. And if you have samples, I might find out what their skin tone, once I realize they're warm or cool, I might give them a couple different colors to take home with them and try. But if I'm doing a demo, I'm going to use either the cream to powder or the CC cream.
And cream to powder is really easy to demo, you guys.
It is.
You can get one of our little spatulas and scrape it off. So here are the questions, Alice. Can you go into the chat and list the items you used? Also, Joan wants to know, did you use serum or day cream before your primer?
I just wash my face normally, and I just use my the night cream for now. I should have used the day cream probably.
Okay. So it's okay. It's the same consistency. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, in the end, I really, really do like, it feels so good.
Sayonara wants to know, you don't use lip liner?
I do, but I didn't use it tonight. I didn't know.
It's a time thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So how many of y'all could get super excited if we did a whole makeover night where we did a pasty white, a super white chick, and then medium beige, and then maybe Hispanic, because Zulema, although Zulema has that beautiful Mexican skin, she's very light. But we could find someone who's more darker beige and then a bronze. I would love to do like just a night of that. Don't y'all think that would be super fun? Yes. Okay. So let's plan to do that. I'll plan to do that in a couple of weeks. But you look fabulous, Alice. I mean,
Thank you.
oh my gosh. I absolutely love it. I just love it. You did a great job. Can y'all just unmute and give her, that's nerve-wracking to do that in front of everybody. That is nerve-wracking. So that was beautiful. You did a great job. Just a really, really, everybody's just applauding you right now. Okay. So our next speaker, because I don't like the sound of my own voice because I watched our video last week, is going to be Vicki. Vicki is going to talk us through repair. So get out your notebooks and get ready to take notes because she's brilliant at this. She sells thousands of them, billions of them, gazillions.
Not that much.
10.
It's easy for me to sell because it's my favorite product and it's what I use. I
Okay.
think that has a lot to do with a lot of things that we have. But no, the repair set is the very, very best thing for skin, especially when you're of a certain age, which I am. And most of my clients are too, because I live in Florida. But we're just going to go as if all of you are of a certain age. But by a certain age, actually, anybody over the age of 40, repair is what I really do try to use for them. You're going to start out, it's going to take you 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night, very quick. But you're going to start out with your cleanser. And yes, I am one who uses the cream to powder, and it'll take off every trace of it. It takes just a very small amount. That's all it takes to clean my whole face. You want to just wet it, take this and I put it on the top of my hand, or I use my brush and I kind of work that in. You want to clean the face extremely good. So you'll do that morning and night. Then during the day, you're going to use your lifting serum. And your lifting serum is so light, and yet you're going to see all the difference in the world, especially ladies down here on the neck area where we start getting kind of crepey. Just once again, one little pump is all it's going to take. So use that, and I do pat it around my eyes also. Then if it's during the day, well, morning and night both, you want to use your eye cream next. And this Repair Wear night cream is completely safe for you to use on the top of your eyes also. So many of them you can't. But this one here is so gentle, and it's going to help with crow's feet. It's going to help with the darkness. It's going to brighten the eyes. And I can't talk enough about how much I love this product. If it's in the morning, I'm going to put on my day cream. And the beautiful thing about all of our creams is they are in these little containers, so they do not get contaminated with your fingers. One little pump, what I put up right there, and that's going to do the whole face. In the morning, I like to do my cleansing first, put the lifting serum on, and then do this. And I like to just let that set while I blow my hair dryer or whatever. Let it set a few minutes, because that way it's going to make your makeup come on so much smoother. At nighttime, you go through the same process there, but then you're going to use the night cream. And the night cream has a very, very gentle retinol in it. Ladies that can't use retinol can use this because it's encapsulated. I've not in the 5 years I've been doing Mary Kay, I've not had one lady that couldn't use our night cream. Even when they say, oh, I can't use retinol, they can use this. And usually if I'm in a situation like that, I will put some of this in a little sample and say, here, try this for 4 or 5 days and see what happens. Because, you know, I just can't say enough about our repair wear. It's wonderful. It's very, very reasonable to use. I won't go into the full cost of it, but well, I might as well. The night cream and the day cream is $54. I shouldn't have said dollars.
That's okay.
54. But if you buy the whole kit at the same time, which we should do anyway, so that everything works together, and your whole kit, it's kind of like getting your eye cream for free. You save $41 if you buy the whole kit. And it's completely guaranteed that you're going to love it. I've never taken a setback from anybody. So.
Wow.
Wow.
You guys, that was literally less than 5 minutes.
Yeah. And that's all it takes to use the product. Use it morning and night, and you're going to see such a difference in your skin.
Oh my gosh.
And
So
you're not going to see that difference overnight. Give it a month. But in a month, take a picture of yourself when you start with it. Take a picture of yourself a month later.
that's super important, guys. Whether they start on time-wise, clear-proof, repair, whatever, you've got to get that initial picture because it happens so gradually. They don't see it until they look at the picture. But do y'all have any questions for Vicki? Was that not amazing? She just did that entire thing in less than 5 minutes. And that was perfect. That was perfect. I love how she said, it's like you get the eye cream free. I always say invest and you say buy. But I always say invest in your skin. I don't know why. I probably learned it from someone, but you say buy and that's fine.
It sometimes depends on who I'm talking to too.
Okay. Okay. And can y'all tell, like, Vicki's been in sales all her life. She's very authentic. I love this. I love this product. It's going to change your skin. I promise you, it's 100% money back guarantee. Like, I think part of what we learned from Jamie is sell the sizzle. Like, get excited about this product. But what we're learning from Vicki is really talk about how much you personally love this product. You will sell what you love. And that's why, guys, y'all have got to be using all of our products. Even if it's not for your skin type, use it once. Get a sample of it and use it once so you can speak to it. What we use, what we fall in love with is what we speak to. Okay, our final presenter tonight, last but certainly not least, is the awesome and amazing Amy Pa. But Vicki, we got to give snaps to you, girl.
Oh, thank you.
I want to buy it from you and I can get it at cost.
But you know what? When you said the skin type, anybody over the age of 40, if they've got dry skin or oily skin, they can use the repair wear.
I use it. I'm extremely oily, y'all, extremely. And I've been using it since it came
dry.
Now, I will tell you this, Vicki, I still use, after my cleanser in the morning, the Voluform cleanser, I still use my blemish control toner. And if I don't, I'll have little whiteheads just because I'm so oily, which I'm glad I'm oily now. I was not as a teenager, but I'm glad I am now because you don't age as fast. So, but that was great. So y'all can supplement things. So that's great. Thank you so much. That was awesome. Okay, Amy, give us your infomercial.
All right. So I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about the satin hand, or satin body rather, I should say. And this is going to be the whipped shea cream and this scrub. And you can pair these together for just $44. It makes a great Valentine's Day gift for the spa in your home. And so the whipped shea is going to take that dryness and just kind of get rid of it, make it super nice and moist for your body. It's like extra decadence. And it's going to instantly moisturize your skin for up to 24 hours, which will be amazing because it's winter time here on the East Coast. Some of you all don't have as cold weather as we do. It's also got mango butter in there, which makes it that nice smooth texture, sunflower oil and apricot kernels as well. So it gives you that instant indulgence. And so the scrub is going to help to instantly provide perfection to the skin. It's going to make it invigorated and refreshed because it's going to take all those dry, dead skin cells away and leaving it moisturized and feeling satiny smooth at the end of that, as well as making you feel luxurious and pampered.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so again, Amy, you weren't on earlier when Jamie was doing her demo, but if you have an open product or you've got one you're using yourself, there's something about rubbing it on your skin, having them watch you do that, opening it up, smelling it. Remember, we sell the sizzle, okay? And sometimes we spend so much time on the facts that we forget to sell that sizzle, like Vicki putting it on her hand. It just makes you want to like get it. Vicki, there was one more thing I wanted to tell you about the foaming cleanser for the Voluform. If you use our cleansing brush, it extends your cleanser times 10. Same thing with all the cleansers, but especially with repair. So when people say, well, how long does it last? I say, well, if you don't have a cleansing brush, either Mary Kay or something inferior, it'll last you about 2 to 3 months. If you have a cleansing brush like Mary Kay, then it'll last you 5 to 6 months. So by the time you hit the end of your cleanser with a cleansing brush, it pays for the brush. Isn't that amazing? Okay. Well, good job, y'all. I'm telling you, I don't want y'all to be intimidated if you watch this and you didn't do a commercial tonight, but you guys rocked it. So we're going to be figuring out who wants to talk about their favorite products next week, who wants to train on glamour, and who wants to train on a product line and how you present it. I'm so excited that we have Stacy Burton Newman's launch party. We're doing it virtually on Zoom this Saturday, 4 o'clock Mountain Time. So if any of y'all want to watch that and just kind of like, you'll have to turn off your video, but if you want to watch it, let me know and we will definitely let you in on that so you can watch her launch party. I'm so excited about that. Okay, well, let's go at this point. Oh, next thing we're going to do, I am actually following an itinerary. Are y'all impressed? Okay, next thing we're going to do real quick is we are going to do our drawing. Yay, 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 for our surveys. And it was due today. You have to be present to win. This is we're doing 5 filled compacts. So you get your compact and you get to tell me what to put in it. You can tell me this is what I want you to put in it. Okay, so let me flip these over. And if I draw a name and they're not here, then that stinks. So, yay. Okay, our first winner is Joan Teal. Woo! See, it pays to show up. Okay, let me see. Our next winner is, this is just for doing a survey. Oh, Diane was on earlier and she's not on, Diane Galusha. She has to catch a flight at 3 o'clock in the morning. Ooh, okay, so let's see who else did it. And Cecilia, she's got Bible study Tuesday night. She's not on. She didn't win. Are y'all liking this? Because you want to win? Up, up, up. Our next winner, Eugenia Boyd. She's not here. Got to be present to win. Oh, Mandy said she loves the cleansing brush. Okay, our next winner is Arlene Bowser. Woo! She's so excited. Okay, good. All right. Amy and Jamie are laughing. Like, don't. Okay, our next winner is, see if she's here. Stacy Burton Newman. Woo! You want to just for filling out a survey. You guys, be obedient. Oh my gosh, have some discipline. Our next winner is Courtney. Whoa, she's so excited and she's coming over tomorrow. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We have one more that's gonna win. Yay. Okay, let me just do it. And if they're not here, they know when. They know when if they're not here. Got to be present to win. Katie. Katie's not here. Jamie, tell her she won, but she lost. Okay. And our final winner is Vicky. Yay! Just for filling out a survey. And she was the first person to fill it out. So we have Arlene, Joan, Vicky, Courtney, and Stacy. Y'all need to tell me what eyeshadows do you want in your compact or cheat color or powder or whatever. But this is the compact that you won. So you fill it however you want, just for filling out a survey. Oh my word. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna throw all these away so I don't get confused. And let's go to our slideshow. Just real quick, in 6 minutes, I want to go through some just announcements. You guys, please pay really, really close attention because we've got some important things that we're doing right now. So we did that. Yay. Okay, we did that. Okay, so for the next 3 meetings, this is what we're doing. We're doing product reviews, we're doing training, and then I'm going to teach y'all a little bit on how-tos. February 14th is our girlfriend night, so start inviting people now. This is everybody that went into the drawing, yay. This is the bracelet you win for your qualified order this month, yay. This is just our countdown as far as how close everybody is to being on the Princess Court. We're still promoting this. Oh, put this in your calendar. Preferred customer program enrollment is due no later than January 17th. That's a week from tonight. You guys do it before then. Just do it. It's 90 cents per name. They get 2 samples. They get the beautiful lookbook. They love it. And then you follow up with the phone calls. So go on. If you don't know how to do this, call me. I was going to go through it tonight, but call me and I'll walk you through how to do it. But it's under business tools. It's called Preferred Customer Program. Okay. Okay, we are working right now on the 60th anniversary challenges. So this is called the Consultant Most Important Things, and it's all about team building. And that is why I am making myself totally available to do any marketing shares with anybody for you guys. So between now and June 30th, if you have 3 Great Start qualified team members, personal team members, you earn this gorgeous scarf. I'm working on earning it very quickly so I can get it and then you can look at it. If you have 5 Great Start qualified personal team members between January 1st and June 30th, you will get the scarf, your red jacket at seminar, and you'll walk on stage at seminar. And we are going to Dallas for seminar this year. Okay, that was way too much work to do it at my house. Okay, 60 faces in 60 days. And when you do that, you're going to earn this gorgeous desk set. But more importantly, guys, you will have 60 new faces. Now let's talk about how we're going to do that. You can do 10 parties of 6. You can do 6 parties of 10. You can do 5 in person, and you can have 5 people jump on Zoom through my Zoom account. I am making myself available to you guys. So if you have 20 people who want to jump on Zoom, we'll do 20 at one time. But it's 60 faces by March 1st. We are already in the 2nd week of January. If there were anything at all, I could tell you, concentrate on this. It would be between today and the end of February, 60 faces. It can be old faces, it can be new faces, it can be any face that's 18 or older, non-Mary Kay users. So if you've got people that you've already facialed, ask them if they'll come back together with you and bring people. Tell them this is your goal. I mean, look at this, you know, go on go on Mary Kay In Touch. There's an adorable tracking sheet. You can use this tracking sheet if you want to, and just tell everybody that you really, really are trying to hit 60 faces for your Mary Kay business. You're setting a new record, okay? Because it's the 60th anniversary in Mary Kay. And have them sign, have your tracking sheet, and every time you do a face, have them sign it. And they're going to have ownership of it, and they'll help you with that. Okay, right after this meeting tonight, we've got a quick 5-minute leadership meeting. Right now, our leadership team members are Amy, Alice, Diane, Courtney, Eugenia, Mandy, Sheila, Stacy, Jamie, Vicky, Zulema. I've got Stacy in here twice. That's so funny. And Stephanie. So stay on just a few minutes extra. If you want to be on the leadership team, we make the decisions about what's going on in our unit, and you get extra training. You get extra what's going on in the company. I've got access to the director's memos. You find out things early. Let me know if you want to be a part of that. Get out your Girls with Goals form. Bam, we are going to start tracking for January. So this is due the 3rd of February, okay? This is who all submitted their prize forms and earned bonuses in December. Amy, Jamie, Arlene, Sheila, Joan, Francine, Karen, and Katie. You guys, I had 40-something people, over 40 people that could have claimed bonuses from me for December's work, and they didn't. It's just a matter of submitting it. I want a prize, whatever. I don't get it, but okay. So here's our Be a Golden Girl. We're still working on how you can earn your charms for your charm bracelet. Keep in mind that every time you're a star consultant, the month you're a star consultant, you want to put star B on your I want a prize so that my assistant puts it in your package. Otherwise, I'm trying to make up for it later on. Okay, we're going to skip through this. Our first quarter stars, our second quarter stars. Get out your Girls with Goals form and give yourself 5 points on the January Girls with Goals form for turning in your weekly accomplishment sheet for January 8th. Give yourself 5 points if you're alive right now or you're watching the video later on. And next thing we're going to do is we will be tracking our January Queen. So let me stop our share, and I'm going to give y'all a few things that I want to talk to you guys about as far as getting ready for taxes. And that's what we're going to focus on next week, is getting ready for your taxes. Okay. Getting ready for submitting everything. Is I want you to kind of gather up any Mary Kay expenses that you have. Now, these are things like if you ordered a starter kit this year, your website fee, your pro pay fee, the fees you pay for processing credit cards, your business supplies, your mileage that you can attribute to Mary Kay. You can write off a percentage of your home that's used for Mary Kay. You see Vicky's office there? You see my office here? A percentage of our mortgage is a tax write-off. Yeah. Okay. Electricity, water, anything that if you were ever to be audited, they could walk in my house and I would go, ah! Okay. So have a section, even if it's a corner in your kitchen, have a section of your house you use just for Mary Kay. Things like postage, your cost for travel. You guys who came to my house for seminar this past summer, every penny of that, your food, everything. The only time your food is 100% tax write-off is when you're traveling for your business. Otherwise, if you meet with somebody and you have a meal and you talk about Mary Kay, only 50% is a write-off. Okay, so we're going to talk about all this next week. So y'all ready to talk numbers and taxes? And yeah, it's boring, but we're going to do it. And Mary Kay is very careful about telling directors, we are not to give you tax advice, but I can tell you what my accountant says is good to go, and he's in New Jersey, and he's a very strong believer. And every year he always says, Joanna, you could write off so much more than you do. And I'm like, I would rather them owe me money than me owe them money. So that's what you want to do. So here's the other thing. I want you to write this down. Go to Mary Kay In Touch. And let me see if I can pull it up real quick, because I know we're 3 minutes over right now. Let me close this out. Exit slideshow. And let me go to In Touch. I'm pretty sure it's already there, but you go to In Touch and you go to resources and then click on tax. And over here, you see it says income advisory statements online. It's going to tell you how much you've ordered this past year. Okay. So you want to write this down. You want to take how much you ordered from Mary Kay. Then you want to take what you sold, that's on your weekly accomplishment sheet. What you used for personal use, that's on your weekly accomplishment sheet. What you demoed, that's on your weekly accomplishment sheet. What you gave away as gifts, that's on your weekly accomplishment sheet. So what you ordered, what you sold, and take your final inventory. You count everything on your shelf, that's Mary Kay. And it should come out even. Okay. Now, if you've been in Mary Kay for more than a year, last year, the inventory you counted for December 31st, you take that amount, prior year inventory, end of year, you add to it what you ordered during the year, minus what you sold, gave away, personal use, demoed, and your final inventory, and it should be exactly perfect. It's just like a bank book. You take your starting amount you started in the bank. Let's say I started my bank account with $100. How much did I add to that bank account? How much did I take away from that bank account? And what's the final total? And we'll go through this next week very, very carefully. So it's so important that you guys have your numbers in front of you. If you have to go back and watch this again, it'll be at the end of the video, okay? So that's everything I want y'all to gather together in the next week while you're still booking parties and all that, because I want y'all to still do that. Next week, we'll have Stacy do her commercial on satin hands. And then the rest is going to be teaching y'all how to pretty much do your taxes and stuff. Okay. Okay. Got it? Because I've been doing this for over 30 years and I know what my accountant says I can deduct and I know what he says I can't. And I will tell you guys that if you go to an accountant or you go to H&R Block or you do something online, they don't understand how a direct sales business works. Okay, so you're going to have to trust me on some of this because they don't all get it. And I've had my investment counselor come on and explain things before, and all it does is they talk over your head and I don't even understand what they're saying. But I can tell you the things that the tax laws that have not changed that you can write off every single year, your postage, all of it. Now there's one more thing I want to show you guys tonight, and then I'll let you go and we'll just real quick, I want to meet with the leadership team. Have y'all ever heard of pirate ship? Okay. I want you to look it up online, called Pirate Ship. And this is what I use for all of my shipping. Look, it's actually memorized on my computer. And it's cute. They say, "Yar, log me in." I love this. It will be less cost to ship things than UPS or going to the post office. And I'm going to do something real quick here. If you guys can see this, I'm going to ship to a single, and I'm always shipping prizes, let's say to Sayonara. Once you enter their name the first time with their address, it pops up. Look at that. Okay. When you put in their address, It's going to come up with a list and you can check which city it is. Then you go to packaging. I always do soft packaging. I have a ruler. I measure it. And what do I use for my weight? Y'all are going to laugh. I got a little Weight Watcher scale where you weigh your food, because if it weighs more than 4 or 5 pounds, you should do flat rate. And you can do that on Pirate Ship as well. Just go to USPS.com and order flat rate boxes, and your postman will drop it off at your door for free. Okay. There's small ones, medium ones, and large ones. Okay. But this is literally what I use to measure or to weigh my packages. And then the way they save money is you print it off on your own computer. So if you don't have a printer, I would recommend you invest in a printer, because that is a tax write-off for your business. Bam. Now, here's one more thing I want to show you guys tonight. You're going to love me for this, so don't be angry that we're going late. Watch this. If I don't want to go to the post office to stand in line with all the crazy people, because you know they're crazy people, go to USPS.com. Look at this. Click on send. Look at this. Schedule a pickup. Bam. Do you know that for free, your postman will pick up your packages? My postman, because I mailed all of y'all's prizes for December on Monday, he picked up 14 packages. I had it in a big box at my front door that I already printed up everything. I didn't have to go to the post office. I didn't have to stand in line, and they picked it up and it's gone, and it arrives via Pirate Ship in 2 business days. Yeah, you want to save money? You want to save time, even if our mailboxes are in the little, yes. So what you do, Courtney, is you put in your address and you say, pick it up at my front door. Yeah. And if you have a dog, just say you don't have a dog. Because my dog's inside, but don't say you have a dog. Because if you say you have a dog, they might not show up. But I just put it right out in front of y'all been to my house. I put it right out, you know, where the little drop off is, put it right there for him. And I usually put a little piece of candy or something for him. No problem. Save yourself time and money. You're doing nothing standing in line at the post office. Unless you're handing out business cards and goodie bags, it's getting you nowhere. Vicki, did you have a question, sweetheart?
Yes, because I looked at Pirate Ship, but then I never did do it. So I want to do that.
It's a
But
free app.
we print everything off, but then you still go through the post office.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's
Postal
done.
service.
Have you ever heard of Pitney Bowes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Pitney Bowes, you can buy a scale and everything from Pitney Bowes, and it gives you reduced mailing because it's done in a different category, but they still get it in 2 to 3 business days. And if UPS is cheaper, it'll pop up cheaper. Yeah, Sheila does paparazzi jewelry, and she just said, I love Pirate Ship. So literally out of a pair of scissors, it prints off. I cut it. How many of y'all have gotten packages from me? You see how it's printed off professionally? And you get it faster because it's done with a QR or with a scan code. And so they're not trying to read the address on the outside of the package. So Pirate Ship, okay, you don't have to pay for it. It's free. They make their money. And USPS.com, they will pick it up at your front door. And you can actually say my front door, my back door, my porch, you know, on the street, in the mailbox, whatever, you know, at Vicky's house in Florida, whatever. Okay. Try it once, but I'm telling you guys, it is so much less expensive and you can track it. So let me show you one more thing real quick with Pirate Ship. So I'm going to go in. See, it pops up automatically because I use it all the time. And let's say, oh, what's it doing? It's doing weird stuff now. Yar, log me in. Okay, so let's say I sent Joan Teal her prize package. Okay, it's in transit. I can track it. Yeah, I can track it. Okay, so it does everything that USPS does and more. And like I said, if UPS is cheaper, it will actually pop up and say, do you want postal, USPS or UPS? I always pick USPS because my mailman will pick it up at my front door and I don't have to think about it. This is my bag that I use. Oh, it's over here. Hang on. If it fits in here, I put this out there with all my packages in it. And if not, I use a box. Okay, so did y'all learn something tonight of value? Good. Okay. All right, we're going to stop our recording and we are going to go to our leadership meeting. So